Well, welcome to the Complete Nonsense Podcast. I want to pre-apologize for anything that we may say that may piss you off or offend you. If it does, please call in and let's talk about it. We want to hear your opinion. Our disclaimer is very simple. If you are super serious or looking for something educational, forget about it. Because it won't happen here, let's begin. 23, 24? It's a complete nonsense. We were on vacation for 2 weeks.
1911.
How was your vacation? How was your vacation? Just Dees and I. Staxx once again left us out in the cold. Yeah, we're on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you not want to get hot?
I'm still doing the testing.
Why are you testing?
Like test 1, 2.
You can't test all night, bro. You just got to go with it.
All right.
Sometimes you just got to go and
go
say.
with it, yeah.
So it's just the D's and I. Welcome back, everybody. We took a little hiatus. It was real nice.
Yeah, hiatus.
Felt pretty good to take a couple of weeks off. Everybody needs a vacation. Had to move the parents. Got them all settled in. Now they call them every 15 minutes looking for shit. Every 15 minutes looking for shit.
That was a big move.
Yeah, it was a huge move.
That was a big move. Mm-hmm. They moved from up north and came down south.
They did. Yep. And you know, as we've been documenting the last couple of months that this is now permanent.
Yeah.
So now I get to see my parents, who I love more than anything, every single day of my life.
all the episodes you guys heard before were the conclusion up to this point.
The prequel to this point.
The prequel up to this point.
It was all coming to head right now.
Yeah.
So now it's just going to be me, Cece, and one big loving family of fucking parents. Who the other day I had to talk about not going up on a ladder. Don't go up on the ladder. And he says, I'm going in the ladder. And I said, don't go in the ladder. You don't need to go in the attic. I can go in the attic. You can't go in the attic. So as he came down, he missed one of the steps, crumbled into the fucking wall, right? Nothing broke, thank God, no legs, none. And I said to him, guy, just don't go in the attic. Yeah. You got nothing to be in the attic for. Yeah. And he says, I'm going to the fucking attic. I said, you don't need to go in the attic. I'm going in the attic. I said, look, if you want to play this game, I'm going to bolt the fucking attic shut. Yeah. Then what are we doing? You ain't going to get up there to take the bolts out. That is 100% the conversation.
That's what it is, man. You got your parents who are older. They're stuck in their ways, man. They just don't want to.
It's pride.
It's pride. Yeah.
We're not trying to demasculize you. Is that even a word? Sounds like a good word.
I wouldn't be able to tell you if that was a word.
You would be able to. I wish the audience could see your outfit.
That was so great.
It's a very good coat.
It is a great coat.
D's you gotta love the D's. You gotta tell the D's the greatest things in the world. Like D's is wait till you all see him and meet him one day. You know, when we're doing a live podcast somewhere out in the world. He's the most sensitive guy you could ever imagine. Really. I mean, real sensitive guy. Yeah, and he's got this coat. He made this coat, and it's a really cool coat. Got a lot of stuff on. He likes a lot of things.
I do like a lot of things.
But it keeps, every time I look at it, I want to say Two-Faced because one side's completely white and the other side's blue. I just want the thing to be one color.
I love it, man. I got my lightning going, my lightning logos.
Yeah, the lightning is great. It's not it's not the logos, it's the color of the coat.
I usually wear black. I always wear black.
You do wear black.
I just
it matches your soul.
Break out. Yeah, Two-Faced is a good character.
Yeah, it's Two-Faced, right? You know what Two-Faced is. Yeah. I still haven't seen Venom 3 because nobody wants to go to the movie with me. Yeah,
I don't know about the movies these days, man. It's just not the same.
What do you mean it's not the same?
It's not
the same. Of course
it's
the same.
It's not the same.
We get popcorn, we sit, we watch a movie.
No,
there's nothing
always
changing.
Some guy in front of you snoring, snorting, laughing, or a bunch of kids in the middle of you just going crazy.
That's been that way our entire
time. Yeah, I know. I mean, unless you're in there with a chick finger popping, you're fine.
No.
Other than that, you just be in there just paying a lot more money for candy that you can just eat at home.
Yeah, we talk about finger popping.
Just saying.
I mean, that's the word of the day. Finger popping.
Finger popping.
We almost had a guest this week. We're waiting patiently to have a guest. She's going to come in. She's going to talk about her companies that she works with. Like we had, what was her Muffin Top? What was our girl that came in that did the
Muffin?
Yeah, what the hell was her name?
I wasn't there for that episode. I tell you what, I love the name.
It was.
We'll have to invite her back.
Pop. What did we call
Pop
her?
Blue the Weasel?
No, I can't believe I can't remember our guests.
Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Hot Pocket. This one's Jeannie. We're gonna bring the Jeannie in one day. She's got a lot to say. She's got really cool things that she does. She does this spiritual healing. We want her to talk about it. We're gonna try and do a healing. She won't let us be in the room for healing, but if Staxx would just give us 15 minutes of her half hour of her life, we could probably cleanse her filthy soul.
Yeah, I heard that she's really good. She goes deep inside.
Deep
inside and brings out the whole
demons.
inner piece of you.
Oh yeah, the peace.
Yeah,
it's peace. It's definitely peace. Yeah, we tried.
She's very good at it. I heard.
We tried 3 times to get her in, and she's everybody gets nervous on the mic.
Yeah.
As soon as they see the mic, they get nervous. As soon as the little red button goes on, like we're on. All of a sudden we're on. But everybody else, they get a little nervous of it.
We lose ourselves.
Yeah. You know what? Did I tell you that my food almost was delivered to the Willow and the Max? Yeah, the food was almost delivered over there.
That's not my food. It's his food.
Oh,
I'll take it though.
Yeah.
I hate that motherfucker.
I was wondering. Then we're like, oh, they brought the food back because they tried to take it out of our mouths. We were just trying to be nice,
I
so I said hello. I was like to the kids, hey, hey, Monty, how are you?
You can't not see them. I mean, they're there.
Yeah, I mean, they live next door. Yeah. Again, shame, it was a good run. Good little run. What are we going to do about our Winter Olympics? Are we going to do the Winter Olympics?
Just say the invite might not be there.
Well, we can't invite them. Even invite them. But I'm saying, what about? Are we going to do the Winter Olympics?
Of course.
Okay. Well, we got to get that started because it's winter.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, it's winter.
Yes, we do need to get that started.
And then, it's just been a lot of tension in this winter, and I guess it all stems from seeing that terrible fight. I mean, you wanted to bring up some.
I want to talk about that.
Okay,
by the way. So let's talk about the fight. I mean, and I'm not talking
First of all,
about
which fight are we talking about?
I'm not talking about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. I'm talking about the Netflix fight that put on the fight.
Oh,
Everybody is sitting on the internet like, oh, Netflix, they burned me. They took on more than they. Listen, out of all the fights on that show, Netflix won. They won.
How so?
Because they broke the internet. They broke the internet because everybody was tuning in.
True.
And everybody's like, oh, I'm just gonna stop. You're not gonna stop Netflix. You're gonna stop it for maybe a couple days, maybe a week. Then you're gonna go back to watching movies. They win.
Yeah.
They win. And you didn't miss anything.
Yeah,
you didn't miss anything.
But they're not live TV.
They're not live TV.
That's why they failed.
But in the same aspect, you got the same thing that you would do if you didn't buy the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You'd be watching it and getting all the little things, cutting off. Yeah. No, I'm saying if you didn't buy the pay-per-view, it was just $100. Yeah. You saved the money, you didn't watch a fight that was not even a fight.
Right.
But here's what I want to talk about. They talk about Jake Paul, and they talk about this guy who gets in the ring. Oh, this guy's just a YouTuber. Listen, he's a fighter. At this point, he's a fighter. And I'm going to tell you why he's a fighter. He's a smart guy who's a promoter. He put on a show. He put on entertainment. Mm-hmm. You guys all tune in every single time.
Yeah.
And he puts on these things that, I think he's like 20-something. I don't know, 20, 30.
He's almost 30.
30 years old.
Yeah.
And here's what I'm going to say. These guys who and I grew up on watching Mike Tyson. I'm sure you did too, right? Mike Tyson was the man, right? He was a legend, right? If you're willing to step in the ring and put your legacy on the line, stepping in the ring to a YouTuber and lose as bad as you lost, and I don't care what anybody says, you lost. You lost to a YouTuber, your legacy kind of goes away.
I don't agree with that.
I do. No. I think that your legacy... Look, he had a great... 60 years old. But listen, ended at 60 years old. But why get back in there? These MMA fighters, right? They're still... Some of them are still fighting, like Nate Diaz. And I respect them all, because I love watching those guys. But he takes... What he's done, he's took their thunder. Like, you picture this badass dude getting in the ring.
Hold on. How do you expect the thunder to have been taken? Because Mike Tyson hasn't fought in 15 years.
Because I'll tell you why.
So he's not taking, like, if he took a fighter now. The thing about it to me is it's a gimmick, and it's a great gimmick. So if you're talking about in that aspect, it's a great gimmick. Because he can take a guy who hasn't fought in 10, 15, 20 years.
Right.
He got the guy payday. We probably know Mike Tyson's probably broke his dirt.
But are we watching for a payday? Or are we watching the guy that we all grew up to watch and get in the ring and destroy this YouTuber guy who's not a fighter?
But we're not watching for that. We're watching for the train wreck. Everybody out there really wants to see Jake Paul lose, for the most part. Just because, again, it's a jealousy factor, right? So you hate, everybody hates the guy. First of all, he's just an asshole. He seems like an asshole. Who knows? He's probably a super
smart
nice guy.
asshole. I mean,
yeah. What is he though? He got lucky. He's lightning in a bottle. He didn't do anything that made him. He doesn't. Now he does. But when he came out, if you look at the old videos of him, he was just a kid, just like the rest of TikTok.
Right.
He was dancing in front of a mirror.
And he put himself on a platform and said, you know what? I'm going to challenge the biggest stars, the biggest MMA fighters to get in the ring with me and just make a mockery of it all. And he's done it.
Sure.
He's done it.
Sure. But again, taking it back to the beginning of it, the conversation started is that he's not taking anything from them. He is, if anything, your keyword is mockery. He's choosing to fight people that haven't fought in a long time. The minute he gets into whatever point that he feels he's good enough to now fight current, that's going to tell you what he's all about. Now, he's trying to be a fighter. Don't get me wrong. I agree. Right. He's trying to be a fighter, but he's doing it right now as a show. What he's doing is not fighting. It's more of an entertainment. I would almost say it's almost WWE.
But again, it's still him winning, because why hasn't a boxer said, you know what? Fuck all the nonsense. I'm going to get in there. No boxers jumping in the ring for this big payday, except for Iron Mike Tyson, who's 60 years old, or Anderson Silva, who doesn't really technically box. He boxes every once in a while, but he's an MMA champion, right?
He's fighting people that aren't even in the boxing
world. But if these guys are getting in the ring, you're still
a basketball guy.
Right, but you're still still fighting
Nate Robinson.
You're still fighting these guys who are champions. Like
Nate Robinson wasn't champion.
No, but Silva was.
Yeah.
And Ben Askren and they all were.
Was.
But Ben Askren, again, you would see that coming, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you're getting in the ring, and if you're not willing to take it serious and then get knocked out, then I'm sorry, man. As far as what I'm watching, you just made a mockery of yourself. You literally didn't get into a ring with a guy like Conor McGregor, and you got in there with a YouTuber that you bashed the entire time and said, you know what, this guy is not a fighter.
Yeah.
But he won.
Well, again, he
won.
He did, and I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I haven't seen enough of the talks. Like, I haven't seen the lead ups. Yeah, Tyson was saying that, but everybody, again, do we even know if it was really fixed? Everybody wants to say it's fixed. But the thing about the internet is everybody wants to know the truth, and there is no truth to it.
Well, of course,
but there's zero truth to it. So we don't know if it was really fixed or it wasn't. It looked like Mike Tyson held off. That for sure. I watched it.
I watched it too,
and it looks like he held off. It looks like there was no real action. There was a couple of times they had a couple of quick little exchanges. I don't know that it wasn't as entertaining as anybody.
It wasn't entertaining at all.
Was acting like
fight before it was.
For me, yeah, and that was a real fight though.
Yeah,
that was a real fight. Two women in the same category, same weight class, were fighting. I don't know that. I think at this point it's WWE that is. It's probably scripted.
Probably.
And
I agree.
And does it matter to the world because these are not title bouts? I mean, the title says like BRB or MVP or I mean, he made it in he made it from TikTok where you wanted me to buy testosterone is probably the same place this guy got a title from. So I don't know that anybody's legacy is really trash because like. In terms of Tyson, if you're talking Tyson proper, he needed the money. He got.
Okay, let me ask you that question. If he got in there with a fixed fight, do you think he destroyed his part of his legacy? If he did that, either way, getting in there to be a fixed fight, he took the loss.
Yeah,
he took the loss. Like
but
to a YouTuber,
will it be
to a guy who's a YouTuber.
But will it be?
No, it won't hurt his record.
Yeah.
But from a guy who grew up watching the one punch knockout fight in the first round.
But again, that was heavyweight boxing.
Of course.
This isn't even called heavyweight boxing.
But why come back in if it's fixed? Why come back in and
20 million?
Okay, 20 million. Then take the 20 million and just stand there and just get knocked down.
He had to stand. So that's the thing. Again, if you go by what everybody's trying to say or not, that he didn't he made it, Tyson, saying it was very clear to Jake Paul that if he was going to let him do this, that he was not going to allow himself to be knocked out for the $20 million.
Right.
And that's exactly what he did.
Right. Okay.
Speaking of that, let's take that a step further. The fact that it's become WWE and our new education minister will be Linda McMahon from the WWE. Now,
That's what I'm saying. It's all entertainment.
Hey, I'm gonna do a shout out to Nick Reaney, and I don't want to hear you text me in the next couple of days about how I shouldn't talk political shit, because I have to ask the question, and I would love you to call in and answer this. Not that I completely understand and move on for a minute. That another one that I would love to have on the show, a good friend of mine from Chicago. She doesn't like when I talk political because they're all knowing of Trumpish, and if I don't know it, don't talk about it. But I did hear that he's making Linda McMahon the wife of Vince McMahon.
But do we really talk political? I don't think we do.
No,
I think we kind of just talk about what's been on the news. It's complete nonsense. That's what we talk about.
Yeah, and they literally, he's made the Vince McMahon's wife the head of education. Wait, no, let's put that aside.
Don't say a word.
Let's put that aside. He made Dr. Oz. If I'm to believe what I'm hearing, Dr. Oz from the Oprah Winfrey Show. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Dr. Oz?
Yeah.
He's a talk show host.
Yeah.
He is now running the CDC. I don't think he's a real doctor. I don't think he's a real doctor.
That's what I'm saying.
That is fucking hysterical.
Our podcast is complete nonsense.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about.
We don't have to make any apologies.
No, and not at all.
I hired Dr. Oz to run the CDC.
That's funny shit. It's funny shit.
Somebody's in trouble. Hey, Doc Oz, I need a kidney. What's a kidney?
Hey, Doc Oz, save me on some taxes.
Doc Oz. Like, I'm not even sure the guy's a real doctor. If that's true, again, I'm not even sure it's true because I heard it the other day. Like, I was watching, scrolling through TikTok, and all of a sudden it came up that, one of the ones that totally against him are like, well, look at the one. He had a sexual assault guy that I know stepped out, that Grotz or Grotz or whatever it is. And again, please forgive me if I don't know his name. And again, I'm hoping this guy does something. Let's do something. You became the president again. He's my president. Let's do it, right? Whatever it is. Thank God we didn't have her. Could you imagine if she was in? Oh, it'd all be a mess, right?
Yeah.
No matter who's coming, it's a mess.
Right.
So now he's made it the White House celebrity apprentice. He's got Dr. Oz. He's got Linda McMahon. I mean, she's got to be 90. Like, and so her husband was caught. And no, there's no debating that if you read what he was accused of, he was shitting on a chick's head. Why? She was giving a Hummer to his buddy. So wait, his wife is now in charge of my children's school? Come on, people.
I guess you just have to.
Shocked.
You got to vote.
Yeah, vote for who? Who am I voting for? I don't think you can vote for those people. And again, we could be wrong. We probably could be. We probably are absolutely wrong that we probably vote for all those people. I don't know. I didn't see on the ballot Linda McMahon's name. I got to tell you that. I didn't see the.
You got to go to the box office and get those tickets.
Right. It's kind of like, as we said, it's been a weird week, a weird week of fighting, right? And so like I went to a poker tournament the other night, right, with a friend of mine, a good friend of mine that all right. So I guess I accept the fact that I can be annoying, I can be brash, I can be egotistical, I can be all those things. But if you need me in the middle of the night, I will show the fuck up, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm bringing around this cripple guy who's kind of crippled. He's got a real great history of great stories about his life previous. He's not married to his life of what he does out in the swinger world and all those kind of things, right? Mm-hmm. So he decides to tell me, and I don't even know if I told you this. So he's like, we're at a bar and we're talking, and this woman comes in and she's all by herself, right? So you know me, I'm like, hey, are you just passing through town? We never saw you here before. Being charming. Right. Again, I have a wedding ring on. I don't mean, it was some 50-year-old woman. I'm not interested in 50-year-old women. Let's get that straight, right? So my wife is 38 years old, right? Mm-hmm. So he says to me, well, wait a minute. He starts bashing me to this this woman, and this woman is
like as a pickup line.
no, he was like telling her, he was like, oh, the one day, his great story now is, I was at the hospital and he came to visit me. Well, first of all, I came to visit you, right? I'm the only one who fucking visits you, right? So anyway, so I came to visit him, so let's follow that. Right. He's like, my blood pressure went up, and the nurses said, oh my God, your blood pressure. I said, your blood pressure didn't go up to 250. You fucking be dead. No, it did. So he's telling this woman this story. She's just sitting across from us, and she's like 2 seats over, and all of a sudden she's like, your friend is weird. I'm like, I don't know, man. I was like, I'm just saying hello to you. And she's like, yeah, I think I should move. And I'm like, okay, I think I should move. I was like, we should all fucking move. So she moves 3 times. So now as we're driving home, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, we're just talking to somebody. You don't have to go into AC's dad. You need to just chill out. Like, we're just talking to him.
Do you think that you were trying to take her from him?
No, he gets weird, right? He's one of those people that, has to like, I guess they feel bad about themselves, so they want to, maybe
take you down with them or something,
or just take you down to make themselves rise up. Right?
Oh, okay.
You got a lot of people. You don't really know that world. You don't have that. You live in a land of which I love. Every once in a while I go into that land. You're in popsicles and unicorns, right? Yeah. I'm in the fucking real world. I'm in the trenches, bro. I'm in the trenches getting fights on the way home with a guy I've known for 5 years. So I'm like, bro. He's like, well, all your friends think I'm funnier than you. And I said, I said, what?
Tell me a joke, motherfucker.
Yeah. I felt like I heard the guy cranking the tune, right? So I'm like, I don't think anybody thinks you're funnier than I am. And he's like, no, and I'm better looking than you. I said, what the fuck, dude?
Now in a clown mirror.
Yeah. He's not cute at all. I mean, I could shred him right here, right now. Looks wise, he's missing half a foot. He's got Bondo in his teeth. He's got, I have some man tits. He's got fucking man tits, He's got 3 kidneys rolling around. He's got a half a foot. He's a fucking mess, right?
Some are teeth, some are here, some are there.
Oh, yeah, he drags a leg, man. The guy fucking drags his leg like he's the fucking, I'm not an animal. Does everybody remember the fucking
pirate?
Right. It's like the Elephant Man, right? So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, bud. I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, you're a carnival act. I said, you're a straight up carnival. He says, what the fuck does that mean? I said, look, let's get something straight. One day we were at a party at my house, at my home, and we have these sliding glass doors. And behind the sliding glass door, he decided to take his sock off, if you remember.
I do remember
and show everybody his foot that has no bones.
Right? I was ready to walk off a ledge of a building.
Everybody was. But there were 20 people, and they were all gawking through the window like he was a fucking circus freak. Yeah. And I said, that's what you are. And he's like, are you kidding? And I said, dude, did I hurt you? I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. But I'm telling you the reality. Like, nobody's like, hey, guy, you're the hottest, funniest fucking guy I've ever seen. Show us your foot.
Hey, better looking guy than AC, come here.
Oh, my God. It was so awkward. It was so, and I was like, if anybody knows my mantra about my friends in my life, I can turn and walk away at any point. It's a good run.
Was he just having a bad day?
I don't know.
Where was it?
I don't.
And you haven't seen him in a minute.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
And I know that you guys have traded off, a lot of endearing favors. You guys have been there for each other.
I help him. Yeah, I visit. I don't go to the hospital.
Well, I'm just saying. He
needs me to visit him, not him visit me.
Either way, you guys have, he's showed up here and there, and you showed up.
I love the guy.
I'm just saying, it's just weird that you haven't seen each other in a while, and then they went to that level so quickly.
It was because he had a couple of beers, and I guess he doesn't really have beers that often.
At all.
At all. Right.
Yeah.
So he had a couple of beers, and I guess but when I said to him, hey, it was a good run, nice meeting you, I haven't really heard from him since. Because he was really sad that I
Didn't you pick him up from the airport?
He wanted me to take him to the airport twice. I was going to take him to the airport and pick him up from the airport. So after this happened that night, I say he got into the whole, how am I a carnival act? What does that mean? He got real offended and sad.
Right.
He texted me next day, told me he doesn't need the rides. So I guess I'm off the hook for the ride.
Well, that's sad.
Is it sad?
No, I'm just saying it's sad that happened out of nowhere.
I don't know that I'm sad. I think that thank you. Right? You just saved me some gas. You were cool and fun. It's not like we were seeing each other all the time, and it's not that I wouldn't. It was just a very awkward situation. It started at the bar, it started in the poker tournament where he was, and the people in the tournament were like, "Are you two married?" I'm like, like, whoa, don't say you too.
What?
Yeah, because he was coming at me, again, like saying just trying to be funny, I guess, because he's funnier than I am. So he was trying to be funny and nobody was laughing.
I haven't heard him tell a joke ever.
He's not funny.
I've never heard him tell a joke ever.
Yeah, it's not funny. He tells a good story.
I like the guy. I have no problem with him.
Yeah, and I don't have any problem with
He
either.
ain't funnier than me. Fuck that.
Right. And you're never gonna be in a room with the lights off either. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Right? So it was just like, I won't even get into that. But I had said to him, you're not. This isn't about you being. This is you're a circus freak, because the stories that he tells about his previous life and all that stuff. That's people are interested in, because it's not a lifestyle they live. Yeah,
he does have a weird lifestyle.
He did. He doesn't anymore.
Well, he still does.
Do you think so? I don't.
He was. I mean, again, to each his own.
Yeah,
do what you want, but he's there. He's here. He's there. He's there. He's here.
Yeah. Well, that's because he has a team. He says, he has a transplant team. I just can't imagine the transplant team in New Jersey is going to be worse than Florida. I mean,
that's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah. But he lives up there now. Wow. So now he lives up north. So why is he staying? He's staying here because his team is down here. So I mean, I was just trying to get him out. Hey, bud, let's go out, have some fun. I knew about this tournament. Right. It's a $15 tournament, and it turned into a catastrophe, and it ended badly for him. I didn't mean to hurt his feelings. If I remember correctly,
he's got the money.
And speaking of that, while I was there, so R.I.P. Good time. Hey, high five you. Good. We'll write about it in our book, and we'll talk about it on the podcast. Right. While I was there, I'm going to tell you, which was very interesting. We're of the era when we came into the fake tits. You remember when we were kids, fake tits started coming in, right? I have now, for the first time in my life, seen the fake tits that have now turned 60 and 70 years old. There's this woman there. She was a bag of bones, okay? She was just putty. She was skin and bones.
But perfect.
Perfect tits.
Perfect tits.
The knits were like, you could hang a Coke bottle off.
Yeah.
What was a coat hanger? Yeah. Like they were everything about her was wrong. Like she was like dead, right? Yeah. But the tits were alive. And I said, that's my first pair that I've seen that is set like 70-year-old. You've seen what the new outcome is, because we haven't gotten that era yet. My mother doesn't have fake tits. Your mom doesn't have fake tits. No, not that generation.
I'm not looking.
But you would know if your mother had fake tits, right?
Know.
What's that?
I wouldn't want to know.
You wouldn't want to know?
No, I don't.
How would you not know?
Hey, Mom, how's your fake tits?
But you you wouldn't ask her how they are.
No, I would not.
You would never.
I would not.
You wouldn't, but you would know if she had them.
I don't want to know.
What do you mean you wouldn't know? Your mom, you're 15 years old.
Maybe
your mom comes home and...
Maybe mom is just like, they grew in good.
What? No. Every bit of this is wrong. No. All I'm saying is I've seen my first pair in the natural state now. That was what we start, because again, the start of fake tits followed us our entire childhood.
I heard they put squeezy toys in on them.
I'm sure they do.
Do they?
No, they do not.
I heard they do.
No, you did not hear that.
I'm just saying.
You watch too much TikTok.
I do watch a lot of TikTok.
Yeah, you watch a lot. Do you watch a lot of TikTok?
I do.
You do a lot of memes.
I do.
You do a lot of stuff. That has a lot of stuff.
I do a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff.
I do.
All I say is just clean it up.
I do.
All you gotta do is be clean.
Oh, they love it.
It's just gotta be clean.
Podcast saying, do you love it? I love it. You love it?
I love it. I love it. It just doesn't need all of it.
Some people are simple. Some people are more.
No, nobody's that more.
Yeah, I'm more.
No, nobody's that much
Dees
more.
is. Dees is.
No, Dees isn't. Dees isn't. Dees is not.
So.
It's not.
All right, so
to recap,
the guy.
Which guy?
He left, and that's just like bon voyage. It's over.
No, he's still here. He's still here until
but no more communication.
I wasn't going to communicate. I said it was a nice run. I said, good dude, I had a good time. But I can't, I wasn't going to sit here and argue with him about who's better looking.
What happened with the old chick?
What?
What happened with the old chick? Where'd she go?
Oh no, she was at the tournament.
But did she
lost
stay
it.
or did she leave or he ran her off? Or
No. Oh, you mean the chick at the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, she stopped talking to us. Right away. Like she came over to me and she's like, "This is awkward." I'm like, "You think it's awkward for you? I got to drive this fucking guy home." So it was what it was. So I chalked that up. But she wasn't the one with the tit. Like she was our age. She was probably in her 40s or 50s. Yeah, I'm talking about there was an old lady that came in to play the game. That was.
Did it make her look good?
No, oh no.
I mean, it did make her.
No. She had no teeth. Skin was sagging. The wrinkles, the flabby arms, and everything. But everything else was off, except the tits was straight as could be. Like you gotta let them go natural, or pop them when you get a certain age. I think the doctors should say at 63. Oh yeah, okay, you still got them tits. We got to get them out of there because we can't have you. What's gonna happen when she dies? She's gonna be in a coffin. Or
Why not take all that skin and just like donate it or something like?
Donate what?
All her skin.
What skin? Donate your skin.
Did you see there's a lot of
That's
skin?
what I love about the Dees. The skin is normal hanging.
Yeah,
when you're 70, your skin.
But you put all that money into your fake boobs. Why don't you just take the skin?
Take what skin?
All the flabby skin.
And do what with it?
Get rid of it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Sometimes it's
Throw that shit away.
Sometimes it's painful.
I'm just asking.
You know,
I mean, they can do that. They could
No, they
arm
can't.
tuck and tummy tuck.
Yeah, 70-year-old woman.
Yeah, but 70-year-old woman with fake tits.
But she's had them. Did you miss the story?
I listened to you.
She's had them since she's.
But if she spent
30.
the money on the tits, why don't she spend the money?
Because at
going
this
forward?
point, when she was 30 and got the tits, nothing was wrong with her skin. So now she's 70.
Let me ask you. What was she wearing? Were they showing to where?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were
Of
showing.
course. So she's putting it on display.
You mean was she wearing like low cut stuff?
Yeah.
No. She was wearing just a t-shirt and some
a tight t-shirt.
Nope, really a loose t-shirt and pajama pants. She was at least 73 years old.
Wow.
So yeah, and I was just like, wow, there they are. Like there they are. That's. I've now seen what I was with her in her 30s, right? And she was a little older than I was, because at that time, let's say she was 20 and I was about, she's 70, so I'm 53, so she was 18 years older than me, and I was like, oh, look at that beautiful woman. You know, as a young guy, you love all the beautiful women who are older than you, right? Since you're a little guy, you love women. I mean, I remember watching Love Boat and being in love with everybody, right? And so I was like, oh, there she is, and then I saw her come along, and I was like, well, that's what happens. That's what happens. I mean, that's obviously what goes on, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line, you outgrow the tits. Like everything ages except the tits.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They
Right?
just never go away.
No, they can never go away. I mean, you take them out and stuff. So yeah, she came in. She played real nice lady. I mean, not tooth in her mouth and stuff, but that's where we are. I mean, that's where we are. We're in Florida, guys. I mean, let's be realistic. Right?
There's some good-looking women in Florida.
I didn't say there wasn't good-looking women in Florida, but there are a lot of old people in Florida.
Yeah, there are a lot
There's a lot of old people in Florida.
That's true.
I mean, the majority of everywhere I go is pretty old.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're old yet.
Nah.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that if we rub the magic lamp, maybe the genie will come in one time.
The genie comes in.
And
she does a lot of stuff.
I know. And with that, this episode, it's nice to be back.
Yeah, nice to be back.
Nice to be back, right? We're gonna.
Staxx is not available this week, but
I think Staxx quit.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think she's out.
I hope she didn't.
Yeah, no, yeah.
She doesn't tell me.
Well, last time she was kind of just hanging out with us, and she was complaining about the headache and everything she has to do. Yeah. It's a shame.
We love this. We're not going nowhere, podcast line.
Yeah, we're not going nowhere. We're gonna set up where you can start seeing us.
So since we missed all this show, I mean, we missed the last couple of weeks. What do we have coming up for the next exciting episodes?
I don't know.
I know we have the Janie coming on.
Yeah, she's coming.
Yeah, and we have some other guests what we're enticing right now. Right?
Yep, inviting.
Enticing.
Yeah.
Inviting. Is there anything that we missed?
Nope.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
That it is. Well, we'll put out one right after that, and then with that, I say, what do you got to say?
I'm gonna go ahead and steal Stax's line and say like, comment, and subscribe. We love you guys, and leave a review and grab a brew.
God, that fucking line.
Cheers.
I say that line. And with that, AC out. This complete nonsense podcast is brought to you today and every day by AAO Optical and WDEC, Anglo-American Optical and What Do I Care Optical, 100-year-old manufacturers of high-end English eyewear, produced in the UK, distributed everywhere. Check us out for your eyewear needs. Anglo-American Optical, Ltd.com.
If you can dream it, we can make it. 800-753-9727. Give them a call today. Also, Blue Savage Tea, BLUSAVAGET. It's an up-and-coming apparel company that specializes in custom designs of high-quality clothing and apparel. And if you can design it, you can imagine it, they can make it. Check out their Etsy shop, Blue Savage Tea. Again, that's BLUSAVAGET, all one word, on Etsy for great designs. Order today. Give them a call at 708-424-6119. We'd also like to thank our partners, Authentic Creations, who help produce, edit, and this nonsense podcast. Check them out at AuthenticCreation.org. And we will not forget, last but not least, our partner of Workspace Collective in Daytona for allowing us to record in their luxurious space studio, dedicated desk, conference space, virtual office solutions, and casual meeting areas. The experienced team at Workspace Collective is here to ensure your business thrives. Give them a call at 877-490-0040.